Interesting, about the world of enterprise apps. I mean, one of the things that is really obviously very much influencing enterprise apps is the world of mobile. I mean, I think it was, venture capitalist Mark Andreessen who very famously said, software is eating the world. I think that mobile is eating, software is eating everything, really. It's really changing everything. So how is the move to mobile influencing the world of enterprise apps? Eileen, I know this is a topic that's close to you. What's your sense of that?
It's amazing because when you think about it, customers, employees, business partners, they all want mobile apps, and it's becoming a situation where there are so many out there now. One research that we posted on Baseline said that paid apps, paid mobile apps, will grow from 11 billion in 2014 to 14 billion in 2017. So, you're facing this enormous influx of apps that the IT managers have to deal with. One of the most important things with customers is this whole customer experience. Another survey that we posted talked about how when they asked IT executives how they thought their customers were happy with their mobile experience that the company had provided, 67% of them said thought it was great. When they asked the customers, only 47% of them were happy with it. So there's obviously a disconnect there between the kinds of mobile applications we're providing. Then when you get
James,
to the,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm
I was
sorry.
just saying when we get to the side of the employees, you have this whole BYOD thing and the security issues, and so many of these apps now. A study showed that 97 out of 100 Android apps have been hacked last year, and
Wow,
87 out of Apple apps were hacked.
Wow.
some surprising numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, James, I don't think we really explained that Quinn Street, our publisher, has come out with some new research this week, and the topic is what we're talking about. The title of the research report is 2015 Enterprise Application Outlook to SaaS or Not to SaaS,
Mhm.
and that's what we're talking about. We're citing some of the statistics from that pretty deep research project that we'll be writing about on eWeek and other publications shortly.
Yeah, one of the interesting stats from that is that it shows that as companies move to the cloud, the apps that are moving to the cloud first are, of course, the newer apps. There's an interesting number about the mobile device management apps. Looks like 43% of respondents are running MDM apps, but more than half of those are in the cloud. So those newer apps are definitely moving to the cloud a lot faster. But we're talking about mobile, we're talking about BYOD. I mean, I think that's it's a complicated world when you talk about bring your own device and how that influences apps. I think companies have really struggled with that. And a few years ago they were saying no, don't bring your own device to work. Now they're saying they're kind of throwing up their hands and saying, well, we're going to have to deal with this. John, what's your sense of the BYOD movement and how it refers to enterprise apps?
Well, there's no doubt that uh, enterprise business workers are coming to the office with all kinds of devices, smartphones, tablets. They've forced the IT department to support these apps by fiat, and now that they have them, they want to be accessing applications via their mobile devices. They expect to have interfaces that allow them to do business through their phones. They want to update databases. They want to check out reports, enter data, update sales reports, everything that a business professional would expect to do. So the IT department is in the position of having to find the most efficient way to do that, and I think that cloud applications I think they're much more adaptable to that rather than trying to retrofit say on-premise applications to do the same thing. So I certainly think that the BYOD trend is contributing to the move to cloud applications.
Mhm.
I'm finding, James, too, having talked to somebody just the other day about this here in the Valley, is that companies have, like you say, they've kind of thrown up their hands on the BYOD. Employers are going to bring whatever device that is comfortable for them to use to get the job done. And so what companies are doing in place of a stringent, policed kind of an approach to this, they're just saying, okay, let's make it granular. We're going to do our email, we're going to do chat, we're going to do maybe one other app. and we're going to put those into virtual private networks, or we're going to have those directly connected to our servers in some way, and we're not going to use the cloud. We're going to use a direct connection. I'm finding out that companies are thinking about using that until such notice, until the trend turns around so that everything is controlled a lot better. That's what they're doing right now, is they're breaking it down into apps.
What about the issue of, I'm sorry, go ahead, Eileen. Yeah.
No, the problem is that they may say you can only use these apps, but then the employees come back and have their own, and a lot of companies don't really have a very strong BYOD policy. And if what we found is that even when they have one, a lot of employees don't even know about it, or they think it's not important. And that's one of the critical issues is you've got to have a policy that makes sense that covers apps as well as devices.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the related issues is I think, Gartner put out a report that said companies are going to be moving to having their own enterprise app store, so that they're curating apps. It's not only obviously their own apps, but apps that are also available publicly. But these are the apps you can use in an attempt to kind of control that in the workplace.